Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Uncut Takes Podcast. There's been quite a week that's happened.
What a quite week.
Yeah, what a quite week.
Has it been a quite week?
As I'm opening the podcast notes, trying to figure out what episode this is. Episode 22. Look at that.
We are 15 seconds in, and I think less of you as a human.
Episode 22. I was honestly worried that you weren't going to write up the roadmap, and I was like, what the fuck are we talking about?
Nah,
this week?
dude. I'm on top of the motherfucker.
I think we're officially through our surplus of ideas at this point that we had stockpiled over a while where we missed a few weeks.
Are we through it already?
We're through it, dude.
Yeah.
Really?
No,
Yeah.
this is all new shit.
Yep.
Wow.
We jackhammered through everything.
I don't remember talking about the old stuff. Like, I remember you saying, like, if you want to talk about something, put it, like... make sure you tell you.
Yeah, we plowed through everything, man.
Wow.
I thought we'd have a surplus of shit that we would never get to again.
Sure don't.
Yeah. You got that right.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to poke your leg there. I forgot that your leg was there.
And whose leg are you poking?
Yeah, whose leg am I poking? My father. My father's on the podcast.
It is Father's Day as time of recording, so we have brought on Kevin's dad.
Super honored to be here on this, by the way, gentlemen. Thank you for having me.
Yeah,
yes.
First of all, I'd like to say, huge fan of the podcast. As you know, I think I'm the number one super fan.
I
should identify myself.
We are in your basement.
Yeah, that is true. But I think I should identify myself as this single Overcast.
I was just going to say, you're definitely the top Overcast fan.
I've tried to rate the podcast several times through that app, but it's literally impossible to do. So I'm giving my shout out. Podcast, best podcast.
What's last night my mom said, how do I review the podcast? And I showed her on the phone, and he said, well, how do I do it? And I said, I don't know how Overcast works. You're on your own with that.
By the way, we're professionals in this field.
Yeah.
I can tell. Like I said, I'm a super fan, so I've heard all the episodes, and I stay up to date with them. I listened to Tuesdays earlier this morning. Excellent. I thought it was going to be a little bit of a lull there, but you guys knocked it out of the park.
Right.
Came out with a good one, man.
Every once in a while, we definitely we finish a recording and go, yeah, that wasn't one of the better ones. It happens.
Yeah, no, it was good.
Halo post-Halo night episode.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the stories in that one were good. I was not good.
Yeah.
Just we come on. Welcome back to the Uncut Takes Podcast. So we're
gonna fucking die. It was a long night for you, gentlemen. Honestly.
Yeah. I will say I appreciate you making sure I didn't drive, which I wasn't going to, by the way, because my dad is listening. Dad, I wasn't going to drive.
No, I would not let him drive, Tony.
Dude, he was going to fucking drive. I had to wrestle the keys out of his mouth.
Yeah, okay. Out of my mouth.
With my tongue.
Anyway, three of my favorite people in the world right here, so super honored to begin. My son, of course, so the whole world. But you two gentlemen who've been in my life for many years, I consider you to be friends now, beyond that adult relationship. Please call me Mark if you want. But honestly, you two guys are really special to me, so thanks so much for being here. I'm honored to be sitting in Walter's seat. Normally occupies this spot. He does a fine job at the podcast.
I know, normally I actually can't see him when he's over there over my laptop screen because he's so short.
There's a little bit of a height difference between me and Walter. That's true. So,
yeah.
When I saw him today, he mentioned every part of the last episode except for the part when we roasted his tattoos.
Oh yeah.
That was brutal. That was pretty brutal.
He's like, last episode was hilarious. This part was hilarious. This part was hilarious. This part was hilarious. Yeah, it was a really good episode, and then didn't mention the tattoo part.
I don't blame him.
Yeah.
No, I don't either.
I don't know. Like, I feel like it'd be fucking weird to just listen to.
Someone just roast you.
No, to listen to, to be talked about in the third person, you know what I mean, to virtually insert yourself into the room with your buddies, but you're not, you know what I mean, but you're a ghost.
Yeah.
That's what I don't know, if I was in the hospital after a car crash and you guys did a podcast without me, it would just be it would be weird. I wouldn't want to listen to it. It would be fucking weird.
We bring all the equipment to the hospital. Ben.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
As long as you can talk, we'll be there with all the shit.
Sir, the visiting hours are over.
He can only talk like Stephen Hawking.
Yeah. Well, I'll have the smoker thing.
Oh, yeah.
The cancer kazoo?
Yeah.
Hopefully not.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, man.
So, last night, me and Nikki saw...
Don't call me that, please.
me and Nicholas saw Lou Barlow.
Which I'm going to preface by saying, because nobody's going to know that name.
Well, I was just about to say.
Okay, you go
Lou
for
Barlow of Dinosaur Jr. and more popularly, to my knowledge, newly to my knowledge, of Sebadoh.
Dinosaur Jr. is more popular.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like I've heard more.
I've heard of Dinosaur Jr. I've never heard of that other band. Besides Last Night when you.
But have you only heard of them because of me?
Well, no, I've heard of Sebadoh.
I've heard Dinosaur Jr. People talk about it on the radio.
Really?
Okay. They were in a Guitar Hero game too, but I don't think any of us had it.
But yeah, we saw Lou Barlow. He's the bass player in Dinosaur Jr. and he was in Sebadoh, apparently the less popular band.
Yeah.
We saw him live in someone's backyard
in Riverton.
Yeah, Riverton, New Jersey.
Second year running.
Yeah.
This second time, same guy's backyard. Super nice house. Like what would you call like the steel on the house?
How big is the guy's property?
Not that big. It's smaller than your backyard.
Why do you guys know how this started? Like,
No.
So I kind of know
Okay.
because last year was the first time they were doing this tour, and he said he wrote to his Facebook group like, "I want to do this tour. DM me like your addresses if you have a nice backyard and you aren't going to kill me." So then I guess he stuck with the same people. That's how that came.
Yeah.
would it be interesting if every year it was a different backyard?
Well, yeah, he does a lot of shows, but last year they had the dogs outside. They have 2 dogs. I can find a picture of it because they posted on Instagram. 2 of the biggest dogs I've ever seen, and they're like mops.
Yeah.
Huge dogs.
Those ones.
And their names their names go together. It's like peanut butter and jelly or something.
Oh,
Last year they were outside
was like
slobbering on
Brutus.
everyone while we were Brutus.
How did you catch an invite to this?
Oh no, it wasn't an invite. He posted on Instagram. You can get tickets.
Yeah.
So,
Gotcha.
We had to pay.
tell you what though.
how much for tickets?
It's like $25, $30.
Okay.
Yeah, it was
bad.
$30.
Good deal.
Yeah.
Great deal.
And he played the song I requested because it was this kind of shout in between. I was like kind of buzzed when Wayne was there. You know, he was like, "What song do you guys want me to play?" And this my favorite song of his called "Monkey Begun," which is a really weird fucking name.
Yeah.
But I was the only person who said anything. I was like, "Monkey be gone, hell yeah!" And his daughter's on the stage with him. She's like 6 or maybe even 4. I don't know.
No, I think he's gonna she was 7.
Whatever she was a little
Yeah,
kid.
young. He was singing he sang 2 distinct songs just about jacking off. 2 songs that were like, what the fuck? He would literally be like, yeah, this next one is about jacking off.
He's like my songwriting niche.
How old is this guy?
He's probably like 45, 50.
He's like, I grew up Roman Catholic, and I literally. He starts laughing. My wife doesn't even know this. When I was a little boy,
Was she there?
yeah, she was on stage with him. He goes, when I was a little boy, I wrote out a contract to myself saying, I, Lou Barlow, will not jerk off, and I signed it, and I stuck it up in an empty light bulb socket, and then within the day, I violated the contract.
3 times.
Yeah,
3, yeah, probably.
it was just really. It was just like
He's a funny guy.
yeah, he was a funny. He would just like tell a really weird story like that, and then play the song.
Yeah.
It was just like someone would shout a request, and he would like tell the entire backstory of the song. Whatever the song he played, like some sad love song thing, whatever the fuck it was.
That's what most of them are, to be honest.
Whatever, he played
But
one,
anyway.
and he was like, "Oh, do you guys know the story about how this was almost Ross and Rachel's breakup song?"
Oh, right. Like they had he had like I guess bids from who made that show?
I have no fucking
what channel?
idea.
was it?
You're the Friends expert.
Yeah, I don't know. It was
I've never.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Whatever show it was on, like it was between what ended up being the actual breakup song, which was U2's "With or Without You," and this song that he wrote.
Yeah.
So he played it. Super fucking depressing. But
Yeah.
he did not. Somebody requested him to play one song. I don't remember what it was called, and he said, "No, we're not doing that. That one's like really fucked up. That one's too bad."
Do you like a sad song then?
Oh yeah, sometimes like a good sad
I do.
song.
I'm a big fan of sad songs.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta experience it all, right?
So
100%.
what about that? The serial farter.
Oh no, before. So yeah, you talk about that first. And then
There was just like it's like 30 people in some guy's backyard, and the dude playing like Lou Barlow is just up on the guy's porch. Like
he almost said stage, but it was a porch.
That's the stage. It's just like the guy's back patio, and he's up there. And it's only 30 people in a little relatively small backyard, and every time a song ends, people, there's a short little round of applause, and then
it's silent.
Yeah, complete silence while he drinks his liquid death or whatever.
Yeah.
And this fucking guy behind us just like lets out like a little fart and then like a medium fart and just a fucking huge one. It's like in complete silence. Like everyone on our entire half of the yard heard it and like looked around and then they fucking laughed. I don't know. Me and Nick laughed hard as fuck. Yeah. I hope other people laughed too.
Yeah, it was just like a little.
They looked at Wayne and went, that guy did it.
No. Hey, what are you gonna do? You know, everyone's got to fart sometimes.
You got to blame the dog.
I bet it was that guy who kept going to the bathroom. You know that guy?
Dude, one guy, it was like 2 hours. One guy like went to the pisser or shitter like 4 times.
I was to say
Was
5
the
or 6.
pisser or shitter
Maybe even
in
more.
the person's house?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
It was
That's
in someone's
fucked.
house.
That's
Yeah.
fucked.
This is a slightly off topic. Their bathroom they let people use, the entire room was tiled, like walls and floor, and there's a drain in the middle.
There's a reason for
like
that.
the whole the whole bathroom is a shower, and there's just a shitter in the middle of the room. I'm sure that's like
in the middle? Not up against the wall?
It was against the wall.
Oh, okay.
But it was
going to say like a prison
I just
toilet.
had never
No,
seen
no.
that in a house before.
Yeah,
that was
it was
interesting.
like a boat or RV bathroom, design, but bigger, like but the size of a normal bathroom. It was really fucking weird. Like the entire every
They
surface.
kill people in that room.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it
a
was
kill
kill
room.
room. Yeah,
100%.
it was-
There's easy cleanup.
Yeah.
Break out the bleach and
Yeah,
your
yeah.
problems are
Everything
gone.
goes down the drain.
Yeah.
Tile's easy to keep clean.
Yeah, the house itself was interesting as well.
Very
Like,
weird architecture.
Well, I think it was like an old house with an addition that was entirely constructed out of corrugated steel.
Yeah, very weird.
Yeah,
Interesting.
supremely fucking weird.
Those people had to be loaded. is all
Oh
I'm
yeah,
saying.
It's a nice area, isn't it? That,
Oh yeah,
it was pretty
nice.
Yeah,
How far away was it?
It's like 40 minutes. That was
Yeah.
with traffic. The way home was
Wow.
faster.
no, it was like 30 minutes, man.
Who was driving?
Wayne was
Nick
driving.
I was driving.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
that explains that.
Yeah, I cut down on the traffic.
So is there any reason why you couldn't make it 50 feet inside of the Wawa to go to the bathroom? Or
Before we get to that,
what? Is that some kind of what? The
you know, since we're talking about it, we're driving to the place and we're driving like in the neighborhood. I'm like, we pass a Wawa. I'm like, I have a vague memory of you pissing on the side of this Wawa. And he was like, no, what are you talking about? I didn't leave the car last time. We didn't do that. And then every time comes we leave, and he's like, I piss so fucking bad. We're driving 2 minutes from the house. We passed the Wawa. And Wayne's like, all right, I'm going to go take a piss. I'm like, dude, this happened last year. You went in, they told you fuck off, and then you pissed on the side of the building in that lamp. And he's like, fuck you. No, I didn't. He goes in. 20 seconds later, walks out, looks at me. I'm dying laughing. And then he goes take a piss on the side of the building.
what? They don't have a bathroom?
No.
There's like floodlights everywhere there. And it backed up directly to a house.
Yeah, no, the
Why
Snapchat
do
I
they
got
let
was just
buckets?
Wayne basically in daylight pissing
Yeah.
on the side of the Wawa.
that was kind of that was a little rough.
It was like 10 p.m. ish.
Yeah.
And it looked like daylight.
How does
Oh,
a
yeah.
Wawa not have a bathroom?
well, the
it's
old
not-
ones,
It,
though.
wa- it was
It was an old one.
No, the
Yeah.
the pumps don't have bathrooms.
Yeah, it didn't have gas.
Yeah, but like it threw me off because it was like an updated old one. Like it was an old one that had been renovated, so it looked like a
Right.
new one. I'm like, oh, surely there must be a that's probably what I said last year too.
It probably was.
Surely there must be a bathroom here. But while we were enjoying the show, we were like positioned like all the way on the side of the yard, so we could see like on our side, we could see the front of the property.
Yeah, like
Where-
the road sidewalks.
Yeah, the road, the sidewalk, like where people were parking and then walking around to the other side to come into the backyard. There was a fucking guy.
Well, this is a bring your own seat event, bring your own beer.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, it is some guy's backyard, so.
Yeah,
They're
so-
not supplying shit.
People are bringing like the classic white trash lawn chairs, the camping chairs, the like normal folding chairs that are like for putting in the car and bringing places. A fucking dude was walking. I see him walking from his car with 2 full-size Adirondack chairs, like
Like the ones
the
you
wooden
sit back in,
Yeah.
you know? Like,
Yeah.
No, yeah.
2
two
full
of them,
size.
huge ones.
Yeah.
They weigh a ton.
Yeah, me and Nick both saw it at the same time, looked at each other, and just started fucking dying. We're like, what the fuck? What is this guy thinking? And then, like, a couple seconds later, we see him come around the side with these 2 fucking giant chairs. And the place is like, it's not that big of a backyard. And, like, there's already 35, 40 people there.
You're
Yeah.
taking up 3 people's worth of
Pretty
standing room.
much.
He kind of like, he just like looks around and then just puts the chairs down off to the side. Like the person who owned the house like left all of their chairs outside. He grabbed 2 of those and then him and his wife sat down in those.
Like, you just drug
Did you
them
guys
from
stand
wherever.
or did you guys sit?
We
Everyone sat.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have to bring your own chairs.
Yeah, it's a really
Yeah.
chill place. No one's standing,
Okay.
really.
Yeah.
Damn.
But yeah, that was our experience there. We had a good time.
Oh yeah.
I was surprised Wayne wanted to go because I'm really into this guy, like artist. and I didn't
Now
know
I'm gonna
if
have to
Wayne
listen
was.
to some of his music.
Yeah, dude, you should.
I mean, it's just like good, chill, vibey music, and especially that event was a chill, vibey event.
Yeah.
So, and if $30, who fucking cares?
We had some IPAs that were 10%.
Well, yeah.
I had 2 of them, and
Yeah.
like he's reaching in like to get another beer, and I was like, dude, if I have that, I'll be fucking drunk right now. Like I'm already buzzed out of my mind.
Yeah, you told me that. I said, don't worry. That's why I'm slowing down. I
And he picked up a Coors Light.
Good call.
But no, it did slow me down a bit.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
fine the whole time.
Yeah.
So that was our concert
Classic.
experience.
Yeah, it was a good
Sounds
one.
like a nice evening.
Yeah, it was a fun time.
Yeah.
So what you got next?
The
Because you asked me to write this in
I
here
did.
for you.
I did ask you to write this for. So I saw the other day what I think quite possibly could be the most awkward human interaction that you could possibly have, and I was wondering if anyone had something that could compete with that or compare to that.
Please enlighten us.
I saw a guy standing outside of an establishment that was closed, waiting for his ride to pick him up, and I guess he was waiting for an Uber because a big black SUV comes and like happens to pull up right in front of him, and the dude opens the back door, puts his backpack inside, and climbs halfway inside. And I see the guy, I'm at like such an angle where I can see through the back door and see the driver, and the driver turns around, has the most disgusted look on his face ever, and the guy climbs back out of the car, grabs his shit, then shuts the door. The guy drives away, and then his actual Uber comes and picks him up.
Oh, that's rough.
Oh, that's terrible.
And where I work at, I see tons of stuff like that happen all the time. One time I saw a lady get into a guy's car and she thought it was a taxi. Like he was driving a fucking Crown Victoria.
Right.
Was it yellow?
No, it was like a Ford, the Grand Marquis. It was silver,
Oh, okay.
like some taxis are, like near the airport, especially.
Yeah.
She got in, and the guy just looked back and went, "What the fuck do you want, lady?" She's like, "What the fuck are you doing in my car?" And then she just jumped out. Like I've seen at least 3 of those so far, including those 2 that I just described to you. So I think that has to be the most awkward thing ever: climbing into someone's car and you think you're getting into an Uber or a taxi, and they just turn around and they're like, "Why are you in my car? What the fuck's going on?"
I can't think of anything off the top of my head. I've done a lot of awkward shit. I can't think of anything off the top of my head.
Dude, the most
for some
awkward
reason.
thing is like being with you in public when you're intoxicated.
Oh no, the most awkward thing is being with you at any restaurant ever when you've had slightly too many beers and it's someone's birthday. That is the most awkward shit in the world.
You start woofing like a dog.
Wayne will start barking
I do
like
that
a
when
dog.
I'm sober.
Wayne go.
when we were in California a month ago, waiting for John Fogerty to go on, and then John Fogerty starts playing some songs. Wayne's doing that like after every fucking song.
Yeah.
And this this woman in front of us turned around and was like, "You need to stop. I can't listen to that anymore." And mind you, we've been talking to them like the entire time we were waiting here. Like they
Yeah.
were chill,
Oh,
and then
yeah.
Wayne took them from like we're
Chill.
cool with them to like they fucking hate us.
Yeah.
What? Yeah,
Just you.
Oh yeah, I just laughed and shook my head as it. No, that's not gonna happen.
Did you continue?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, he didn't stop.
I don't care. They were nice
too
people
funny.
and all that, but I'm here to enjoy myself, and that's part of enjoying myself.
Yeah, being with you anywhere, barking is the most awkward shit on earth.
Being with you at a Walmart when you tell an 80-year-old woman about your new dildo, that's fucking
Oh
awkward.
my god!
See,
Do you know
there's
about
no
this?
context to that.
you know about
There's no context
Don't.
there.
I'd like to hear.
clearly a
Right,
lie.
so before you say that, no, it's not a lie.
No, the dildo part.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
you lied, but you
yeah.
said, we're at a Walmart.
This was only like a month ago.
yeah.
This is
like 10 years
why
ago.
were we at your beach house?
It was Memorial Day.
Yeah, Memorial Day weekend.
Shit.
We were at fucking
We were at
Walmart.
It all
Walmart.
started
We were
in-
at Walmart, and me and Wayne were having a heated discussion
In the
about
frozen
something,
aisle.
Yeah.
some kind of food or something, and some old bitch comes up to us with her husband, and she has a cart.
says-
They had 2 separate shopping carts, and she said
She was not a bitch, by the way.
She said she was being condescending.
She was not.
She said
Innocent old lady.
she
If you
said-
get it wrong, I'm going to correct you.
She said, "You know what the difference between men and boys are?" And then nobody said anything. And she said, "The price of their toys."
Which, sure,
This
funny,
is
classic
a funny
joke.
little
Classic
that.
joke.
grandma
That's
little
But
banter.
that made no sense in this
Yeah.
context.
No, it's yeah.
And Kevin, who
And
had 15 PBRs,
Yeah, 15
goes,
PBRs 30 minutes prior to
He
that.
goes, "Yeah, like my $500 dildo," and just walks away.
And she just, as soon as I said it, she was just like,
Her and her husband were like, what?
and as soon as I said it too, you could see Walter and Monica at the end of the aisle. And as soon as I said it, Monica went, and Walter put his hands on her shoulders and pushed her out of the aisle.
I put my hand over my face and just hauled ass out of that aisle.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
avoided
I
them the
walked
rest
away.
of the time we were there. That was so embarrassing. That's up there for most awkward human interactions.
Were we arguing about the fact that you gorilla armed the refrigerator door so hard that
Oh,
it
yeah, I
broke?
ripped the door handle off. That's what it was.
Of for sale free refrigerator? Or?
No, you know
no,
the
the
fridges
freezer
at
aisle.
Walmart, the freezer aisle? Yeah, Jesus Christ.
I don't spend a lot of time at Walmart, but I guess where the frozen food
And
is.
actually,
yeah,
and
yeah,
at
yeah.
the frozen doors or at the liquor store.
Yep.
Okay, I grabbed the handle and I pulled it. And
Hard.
I pulled it so hard that it ripped the handle off.
He ripped the handle clean
What'd you do with the
off.
handle then?
He
Throw
put
it
it
in
I
in the
opened the
freezer.
fridge and I put it in the
Put it in
freezer.
the freezer, yeah. You have to wear
Walmart
something to
style.
find it, yeah. Walmart style.
What style?
Yes.
I ain't fixing that. Remember in Walmart, like back in high school, and Sean like grabbed milk out of the like cooler, opened it, and then drank it in the store before he bought it.
Sean did that?
Checks
Yeah.
out.
That sounds like something I would do.
It does sound like a Wayne thing.
That's something I would do shamelessly too. I'm paying for it. I have money.
You're the kind of guy who'd go behind the counter at Wawa and light up a Cheyenne before you buy it.
Yeah, walking around the store.
Wasn't
That's
there,
something I'll do if I'm receiving subpar service. Like if I can do it myself, I'll do that. Like
Yeah, I've seen you do that before.
Wasn't there putting on panda costumes in Walmart and parading through the store at one point?
Man, that was
Oh
a
no,
long
that
time
was
That
the
was the good old
onesies.
days.
Yeah,
Yeah, because you
When
came home with
me
it
and
all on.
me and Needsy bought animal onesies and then just walked around Walmart like retards.
No one said a word or noticed anything.
They're probably like, oh, he
unusual.
works here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He's a regular.
As far as I have a picture of you, Kevin, wearing a like shark mask in a Walmart
Yeah, and with a baseball cap
with
on
a
top.
baseball cap on top of it. And that's from like 2015.
Wow. Yeah.
I think the videos of me actually dancing. I was like going.
Yeah,
like
yeah, it
this.
is. It is like that. You're shaking your fist and dancing with it on in the middle of the like children's clothing aisle.
Yeah,
That was a regular thing for you guys back in the day, right? To go to Walmart late
It was
night and
almost
just,
a daily.
yeah. We'd go there at like fucking 11 p.m.
We'd stay at Walmart for like 3 hours. Like that was like the equivalent of the arcade in the 80s.
Oh,
So you just
yeah.
go to Walmart.
we played hide and
taking the
seek.
sights and the sounds.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sights, the sounds, the scenery,
Oh, yeah.
the flora and the fauna.
So much diversity of all kinds.
So
Oh,
much. So much. We had to go there 11:30 at night, right before their church confirmation. Kevin refused to try his pants on until that very moment, right? Of course, they didn't fit.
how old was I?
So my like 12 or 13,
Okay.
whatever you get confirmed. It was like 12. So
Pre or post tree?
it was pre, I believe.
Pre tree. Okay.
Yeah. So the bride says to me in a panic, "What are we going to do now? He needs black pants." I said, "We have one choice and one choice only: Walmart at midnight." So we go to Walmart, and there is a collection of freaks in there like I have not seen in a long time. There's
They're
some
called
little
Walmart
people.
employees.
There's amputees. There's just very
Are you saying that? Are you saying
people.
that little people and amputees are freaks?
No.
Yeah, I am.
Well, it was a bizarre sight to see. It was,
I'm your dad's anger
stuff you would
translator. They're
see,
freaks.
Look, it takes one glimpse at a little person.
out every day. So we were going around the corner, and this gentleman comes around the corner, and he's actively got his fingers up to his nose, and he's inhaling deeply onto his fingers.
Jesus.
And Kevin's mom
I don't know the
stops
story.
dead, right? And just like horrified at the sight of this man sniffing his fingers. And I grab her by the arm and go, "Yep, that just happened. Keep walking."
That ended better than I thought you were going to say he had his fingers up his ass.
He may have prior
He
to
could have
the
been.
sniff, but it's not something you see every day. Somebody inhaling deeply onto their fingers is just not.
There's a
normal.
reason they close the bathroom in the back of their store after 10 p.m., Wayne.
Oh, they do.
Finger
do.
ass.
Yeah,
They
that
actually do.
totally checks out with the crowd that's in there.
Oh, 100%. And we were amongst them.
Crazy place. And nuts.
When we were there at night, we were the gods amongst men.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I can imagine.
We had IQs above 20. And, you know,
It's a wild place. And Kevin's mom went to put the pants down, the belt, the thing.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
grabbed them real quick. I said, "Look at the belt; it's covered in glitter." Cinnamon was just here from the strip club, littered glitter all over the shopping cart belt.
Yeah,
Hey, at least he brought it back.
that's the herpes of craft supplies. Once you get it,
Yeah,
once you
not
get
wrong.
it never goes away.
You're not
You're
wrong.
stuck with it for life.
100%.
It'll get under your fingernails. It'll get under your
Yeah.
eyelids. It fucking gets everywhere.
Yeah.
So, do you want to read the next one? Wayne?
Yeah, I'm doing multiple things at
Because
once.
I don't
over
know
here.
how to.
Oh,
I don't
fuck
get
while
that.
driving.
Yeah, what does that mean?
So I was driving with Katie today, and she lets out. And she goes, "Oh fuck," like while she's driving, and
A great thing to hear as a passenger.
I've been trying
in a
to
vehicle.
boil down the essence of her driving.
Not good.
No, into it like a teachable, improvable, not to criticize, to shit on, but to criticize, to improve upon. I said that's the difference right there. You have to turn that "oh fuck" into a "fuck this guy." Like shit, like 2 lanes.
That is awful advice.
That's excellent advice, dude. You kidding me?
Just redirect the anger.
No, it's not the
To,
anger.
oh, fuck, to
It's
fuck
not the
this
anger. It's how you respond to problems. The problem was that 2 lanes were coming to 1 lane, and she was like on the losing end of the battle, and she goes, "Oh fuck." I wouldn't have said, "Oh fuck." I would have said, "Fuck this guy, I'm coming in." She goes, "Oh fuck," and starts slamming on the brakes, and she can't get in. You gotta turn an "oh fuck" into a "fuck that guy."
She drives a truck. She could just do what I said a few episodes ago. Just
Fuck that guy.
Get on the curb.
No.
If the guy's in the middle, you can just go up on the curb.
But that's not optimal. You have to slow down, potentially blow out your tire, fucking coming down off
I
the curb.
hate talking about driving with you two so fucking much. It makes my blood boil.
Because they don't teach you offensive driving in driving.
No,
they don't teach you that. Me and Kevin just mastered it.
What course was that? They give you a Glock and
No, they give you a 2006 F-150 or a 2004 Avalanche and say, "Good luck, son."
all I'm gonna say is I was never corrupted by that awful driving behavior when I had a truck. I don't know.
Well, that's just because you rose above.
You had a car driving mentality, not a truck driving mentality.
I had
true.
2 SUVs.
Yeah.
Those
My
are
first
cars.
Yeah, but you treated them like cars.
Fuck you.
Those lane moments though, where 2 lanes go to 1, it's always there's
yeah.
always somebody who's creeping up on you and shit like that.
You're
and trying
merging.
to-
I'm not letting
And
you
if
in.
they're in the right lane, I will probably most likely overtake them from
Yeah.
the line. But if they're in the left lane, I'm in the right. I'm gonna let them go. That just seems like the courtesy thing to do.
Right. See what he
I
just
think-
said there is something you both need to learn.
No,
There is,
but
you're not always right.
It's etiquette.
You know,
But
that's where you're
driving
wrong.
etiquette.
my thing is it may I'm not saying that it's perfect, but I'm saying that fuck this guy attitude removes the panic, removes the "oh fuck," and it is a superior way to drive. It's not perfect, but it's better.
Wayne
I
rear
guess
ends
I
someone.
can- I can
"Fuck
kind of
this guy drives away.
Feels on, yeah.
I can kind of agree with that. I can kind of see where you're coming from.
I think it would be an improvement. It wouldn't be perfect. There's still room to build, but it would be an improvement. That's
Having a decisive plan is better than panicking.
That's what I just said. That's what I've been saying for the past 5 minutes.
I'm saying I can agree with you on that and that only.
Yeah, that's like. Have you ever heard the ancient Greek describe?
Where is this going?
Just like to say it was like a thing they would test philosophers with in ancient Greece. They would say, describe a human in the simplest terms possible.
Evil.
And great. No,
I have no idea what you're talking
their
about.
anatomy. Their anatomy. Describe a human's anatomy. Someone said featherless biped. And some other guy grabbed a chicken and ripped all the feathers off it and went, "Oh, is that a human?" They would challenge each other with these descriptions.
Right. So
That's my
That's
philosophy.
some Kevin level shit.
No, I know, but that's my version of this, like boiling down bad driving to good driving. Turn "oh fuck" into "fuck this guy." That's boiling it down to the simplest terms.
okay. We can agree to kind of agree, but mostly disagree.
Okay.
That's my final answer.
You know what? People can either agree or disagree.
Let me know.
Is me Padre had an idea.
Okay.
Well, shit.
What's your
Oh, so the idea that comes from the title of this podcast, you mean?
yeah.
So
Oh, Jesus. I'm not going back. I'm not getting it shopped again.
So no. I'm not going to suggest that by any means. I think you'll be pleased with what I'm about to say. Well,
Okay.
well, I mean, it's probably, I don't know. Anyway, so I like when Kevin was born, I believe I wasn't really completely understood the whole concept of circumcision. And so Kevin, let me apologize because I complicit in sending you into that chamber where they snipped you. So it's almost like a doctor told me, like, yeah, you give me your baby and it's time to have it done. I'm like, well, he's a really smart dude, so I guess I let him have it. Right? But since then, I've evolved somewhat in my philosophy subject, and I've done some research. And currently, like 60% of them be snipped.
Right.
And
He's done a lot of research on this.
as far as the percentage to the Western world, the rest of the Western world is like at 10% for some reason.
Right.
Yeah.
Why are we at 60% when the rest of the Western world is like at 10? And that 10% probably makes up people who have a religious belief to be snipped.
Right.
Yeah.
So I can't understand why we're still practicing a form of genital mutilation, I will call it, on our boys
That's a
in this
buzzword.
country. Do you remember when the Taliban was being touted as doing genital mutilation to young girls
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
by clipping off their
Yeah.
clitoris? What the fuck's the difference?
You're not wrong.
What the fuck's the difference?
It is really weird.
Why can boys not stay intact? Somebody says, "Well, it's hygiene. It collects the dirt and the foreskin."
Yeah.
We live where we have bathrooms and sinks and soap. You can't teach your young one to keep his shop clean. And if you don't keep it clean, guess what happens? It stinks. Somebody will tell them it stinks, and that's the way they'll fucking learn, right?
Right. It's like they're dragging it through the mud.
Exactly. I mean, if you're dragging through the mud, you're going to drag through the mud no matter what, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You're a mud dragger, you're a mud dragger, no matter what your situation is. But I just thought, I feel like that number needs to go down somewhat. I don't understand why we're willfully handing over our sons to have them snipped. There's a great Seinfeld episode. At the time, it was hysterical when I saw it. It was 1993. It was called The Bris.
I remember this one.
And Kramer vehemently is opposed to circumcision. At the time, that was 1993, so I was still like, oh, that's fine, circumcision. But Kramer's viewpoint is the one I actually believe in.
Okay.
I actually believe that why are we still doing this? Why are we continuing to? And it's religious. So you invite your friends and family over to your living room while somebody snips a piece of your kid's manhood off,
And then the rabbi comes over and goes,
to quote Kramer, and then serve a catered lunch. So your first memory, and who knows if you have that memory or not? Who knows?
Right.
The human brain's a remarkable thing. Who knows if that memory is not still deep inside all of us? Of our very first memory of just the end of our dick being sliced off.
Who remembers their foreskin party? Do you have balloons?
yeah. Yeah, the doctor has a mirror over top. That way, if you're looking up, you can see it happening.
Baby's first cut.
Yeah.
I think that
Uncut tips.
the reason it is let me check my source here. I don't know what this says. It's from
Well, you source check.
this is the National Library of Medicine and the National Center for Biology Information. This is a .gov website, a reliable source. So
This isn't the Onion.
So the man would tell you this is a reliable source. But this it is practiced for cleanliness reasons, but beyond cleanliness, it reduces the risk of penile cancer, which I guess it tracks because you have less penis to get cancer in. It reduces the risk of urinary tract infections, STDs, and even cervical cancer in sexual partners. However, though.
So if you're hung, you're getting like double penis cancer.
However, while these are facts, these are studied facts. It's like because we live in a society that's so clean, it's not necessary.
No,
But the World Health Organization recommends circumcision for less developed parts of the world.
well,
I guess that could make sense.
and that
It
checks
is
out.
technically like cleaner, safer, healthier.
Right.
But we
I'm
don't
talking
need
about-
it. We don't need it.
Strictly talking about American children at this point. Even the dirtiest place in America has a sink and soap and a towel. And it's just unnecessary to keep doing it.
Oh, absolutely.
Let me pull up my foreskin statistics real
I
quick.
think that 60% statistic is here as well. That's a good stat.
But really what this is in the end is a business opportunity for us to learn how to patch the cock.
We don't
I'm
need
not
to patch it.
Yeah, you
No.
put the nicotine patch over the cut.
I mean, Kevin, you can't. You got shaky ass hands, but do you think you could thread?
What, a foreskin back
you could
on?
do a transplant?
What, a foreskin transplant?
We could think about it. Foreskin donors, foreskin transplants, just people who want it.
Are you ready for
10K a pop
for
or
the
more?
for the
10K?
For the what?
Are you ready for the sociological implications of reintroducing a Western society to their foreskins?
Hell yeah.
We can embroider it on for her pleasure.
The having the snip tip is like the norm around here. It's
That's
like,
fine. We could give them options. What color thread do you
If
want?
you-
Glow
if-
in the dark?
If you told
Yeah.
me you
Imagine
still,
powering up your dick with a flashlight before you turn the light off.
if you told me you still had your hood on, like me and Kevin would both go, "You're weird." Like it's just normal to be cut around here.
Yeah, it's true.
It is, and
But-
some people say it looks weird too. But over time, people would get used to that.
Right.
Some people say it has no face, no personality.
So here's
And
a,
we could be on the front lines making the bank.
here's a question for you,
yeah.
sir.
Having a
clearly
separate
doesn't see it.
conversation. I'm listening to you.
Here's a question for you though.
Yes.
Being that you have the experience of being a parent and all that
This looks
that
like it was used for
you know
that.
beholds.
Yeah. The
Being that you have that
institutional
you
knowledge.
have that knowledge and that in your heart. If you were to go back armed with the knowledge that you have now, would you sacrifice your son's normalcy for the greater societal change?
I would. Are you asking me if I would have them clipped or not clipped at this point?
Yeah. Because that's what it would be. It would
100%. I would leave him intact. I
You
would
would
insist he
make
stayed
him a
intact.
societal freak to
wouldn't be a
progress society down the line.
It's not that many.
if you're in the first wave,
I'd
you'd
be fine with it.
So 40% of babies in America now are uncut.
Yeah.
Now take out maybe 10% of the people who there's a religious belief that it needs to be done.
Right.
At least 30% probably people who are opting out of it. Less and less, more and more people are opting out of it every year. 1.8%
Right.
range. Now it's down to 60%, hovering around there. People are beginning to understand that it's just not necessary. It just isn't necessary. It actually takes some of the
Not
nerve
natural.
endings are there. That takes away some of the sexual pleasure that you can get from having sex. So, I mean, in many cases, I wonder if back in the old days when things were completely thousands of years ago, when people were out of control,
Yeah.
when circumcision first arose. Yes, hygiene-ish, but were we also trying to calm our guys down a little bit from being such fucking animals? I don't know.
Imagine if that's what they did in boot camp rather than give people those pills. They're just like,
And
we're
try it.
chopping your dick
Yeah,
off.
exactly.
Jesus.
Yes.
That'd be
guys
a good
just-
Signed up for the worst time.
No, that'd be a good way to keep someone from not fucking for a couple weeks, man.
Please
Just put
step
a
up
big
to the
scar
cock
on the
guillotine
dick.
Yeah.
number 145.
Yeah.
No, but let's do the comparison between female, genital mutilation and circumcision. When we all, to quote Kevin, clutched our pearls when we heard that was taking place around the world, right? And there's a lot of countries that do it. I looked it up. There's a shitload of countries, and it's horrible. You think about it. That's heinous.
Oh yeah.
So they're taking away the woman's clitoris, which is her pleasure spot.
Yeah.
Right? Circumcision is also taking away a certain amount of pleasure from the man. What's
True.
So what's the difference?
Slightly off topic, but I didn't know what an uncircumcised dick looked like for a long time for obvious reasons.
When did you find out?
I don't know.
Ballpark.
Dude,
Like in between
I
the
don't wanna
ages
talk
of
about
20
this.
and 24? Or like in between the ages.
Stop. Anyway,
You're looking at me like you're gonna say I told you that people.
no. Wow, holy shit, do they look like sea cucumbers?
Yeah, they definitely do.
It's
Right,
fucking
that's why,
insane.
that's
Wait
why
a
some
minute.
people say they have no face and no personality.
You're weird.
Because
Wait a minute.
you're exactly right. I mean, I had
Jamie, pull up the sea cucumber.
I had a friend who was uncut, and we would every once in a while we'd be drinking, and we'd be like, "Yo, Bill, come on, show it." And he would, and we would all.
Have you seen a sea cucumber?
What?
Like, it was a freak, but-
Turn it around.
Sea cucumbers look like pineapples. They're spiky.
You're looking the
Dude.
wrong one.
Dude, that one looks like it has fucking cancer.
Yeah.
There are smooth ones,
Yeah.
but they don't look like
That's
dicks.
with the extra.
Yeah, I think he's referring to the
This one,
smooth
like best
one.
case scenario, that looks like a potato.
that one kind of does look like a sweet potato, but
The spiky
they
one
both
clearly
know what
hasn't
I
been keeping
mean.
his foreskin very clean.
Yeah, he's been dragging that one through the mud, Wayne. Come on.
Yeah. I mean, look, this one's actually busting right here. This is the
Holy shit.
sea cucumber busting a little nut out in the ocean.
That one will not be on our Twitter.
Oh, are you sure?
A disturbing
Are you sure? I'm
image.
saving this photo right now.
I hate
Forbidden sea cucumber.
Anyway,
Yeah.
to I guess wrap that topic. If you guys are done with it. But look, I urge you, gentlemen, as you go into the world, to at least consider your choices here, okay? And by the way, it wasn't Kevin's choice; it's his penis, right?
Thanks.
That got altered when he
Yeah.
was 1 day fucking old, right? We made the choice to hand him over to the doctors to do that. To me, that's fucked up. So keep that thought in your head as you get older and you start thinking about having children and stuff. At least think about it.
Hey, Google, remind me in 10 years to consider foreskin removal or not. In 2033.
Listen back to episode 22.
Oh, yeah, I should put that in the notes.
Yeah, you can hear the whole argument over again. You can reform your opinion with that.
Wow, we really made some good points 10 years ago.
You're gonna say Wayne made some really good points 10 years ago.
But when I see you guys years down the road and you're holding a little baby, I'll go like this. Hand across the road. Yes.
Oh, dude.
And every once in a while these things are botched too, but
I've heard.
they could be botched. So
Yeah, they
consider that. Like, what if he twitches right in the middle of it? You know?
Right?
Yeah, or he uses the
Right?
toenail clippers to do it.
What the
100%.
That's all.
Yeah.
So there's 3 possibilities in 10 years when I get the notification.
He does it cowboy style.
One,
Jesus Christ.
1, the circumcision happens. 2, the circumcision doesn't happen. Or 3, I'm a billionaire because I went through with my business plan.
Yeah, that could be.
And Kevin's the only one who's on board, so whenever you're ready to invest,
The business plan?
my Venmo is open.
I can't remember if we talked about this. I can't
The
remember.
foreskin attachment industry.
transplanting.
Oh yeah.
We're giving new life.
The crocheting, I believe.
Speaking
It's
of
really an arts and crafts hobby.
cutting off a part of the member of the body. This is a knife I bought today.
Yeah.
It looks like it would be used for that.
In the ritualistic ones, yes.
It's used for a foraging mushroom. You know the company Camelus, I think is the name of it. I used to have a machete made by them.
Yeah. They sell this shit at Walmart.
This was $20.
Yeah.
Okay, look at the serial number on it.
What is it?
It definitely
On
looks
that side.
old.
No, wrong side. That side.
Where?
It's right at the bottom of the blade.
That's not a serial number. It just says 1. That's not the fucking serial number.
I don't know what else it would be.
Huh? I don't know, man. But it's not a serial number.
Right, like you'd expect maybe like a metal grade to be there, but like what's 1?
Yeah.
You know, like
Does it have 2 blades? This is blade 1.
No, that's the only blade.
Interesting.
that looks very weird.
Yeah.
That looks like somebody made it, honestly.
I'd imagine it'd be serial number. I don't know what else it would be.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's a meaty one though.
Yeah, it is a meaty
it's
knife.
got some.
I fucking hate mushrooms.
What are you gonna do with that?
This would be a mean motherfucker to cut open a box, though.
I don't. Okay,
This
so
would be great against tape.
for the uninitiated like myself, what does that have to do with mushrooms?
What are you talking about?
You just said
The shape of
The
the blade.
shape of this blade is made to forage for mushrooms, so you can cut this way.
right,
Yeah,
so it's just like to go through a stem.
It's made to go through a mushroom stem, so basically
Okay.
nothing.
Okay, that's all I
Yeah.
wanted to know. I didn't know if it was
yeah.
about cooking or something.
Oh, no,
I don't
yeah.
eat mushrooms. So.
Yeah, well, I don't like. I'm still lost as to why that's like vastly superior. I just fucking cut the thing off with it. I
Yeah,
could just
I don't
you
know
just
either.
kick the mushroom. It comes out of the ground. Not fucking yeah. Check out these mushroom harvesting boots. What makes them special? They're just regular boots.
These are
Yeah.
my mushroom shit kickers.
Yeah,
So that's a cool knife though.
Yeah.
yeah.
I just can't open it one handed.
Yeah, it needs some motherfucking WD-40. That thing's a bitch to
Okay, it's like
open.
somebody super glued it shut.
you want to try opening?
Yeah, fuck it, sure.
Nick tried opening it
So
with
you're
one
struggling
hand.
to close it. I can only imagine it's difficult.
God damn, dude. Yeah, it feels dangerous. It feels like I'm gonna fucking injure myself opening it.
Be kind of funny. If
Yeah,
you
now
did.
it's got like the standard lock, like an old pocket knife.
It doesn't
some-
feel very sharp.
Give some
though.
time for the mushroom
made
to
to cut
run
the
away
mushroom.
while you're
It's
opening
probably a
it.
bitch to sharpen.
Oh, probably.
Yeah, the 1 million mushroom stems that it's cut through is
I'm
clearly
not even gonna
taken
try to
out.
close that, dude. There's gonna be a circumcision of my thumb on live on the podcast. Fuck that.
So the next thing we've got here is Goofy Wawa guy plus the world's longest wait time for a salad.
Yeah. I was
put that in?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I was at the lovely Wawa today, waiting for my girlfriend to get a fucking salad. And while the lady was making the salad, like she had like the bag of lettuce in her hand, like she was about to rip it open, some bitch came up to the counter and was like, I'm waiting for my DoorDash order. Do you know where it is? And
So like
the lady,
Carl.
yeah, the lady like puts down that she stops what she's doing and starts investigating this DoorDash order that we come to find out was never placed.
Yikes.
And it's just like I have everything that we ordered except for this stupid fucking salad. And then she comes back and she starts making the salad again. And like the salad is done except for the dressing and the lid. And the lady, do we have an update on that DoorDash order? And she just drops everything again and walks away. Like that was if I could have reached it, I would have reached over and grabbed it and fucking left. Like
Surprised you just walked behind the counter.
I was literally about to knock on the counter and grab someone else. Say, can you put a fucking lid on that and give it to me so I could fucking leave? But while I was waiting, this fucking goober, this guy, he was fucking massive. He was a fucking unit, dude. He was like 6 foot even, and he probably weighed upwards of 450 pounds.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
He was wearing like brown slacks, no belt, suspenders over a long sleeve Carhartt work shirt with the pocket.
Breast pocket.
Yeah, with the breast pocket there. And he just looked goofy. He had like his hair was like matted onto his head. He like the perfect circle spectacles, and his voice was super fucking goofy. And he like sidles up next to me, while we're waiting for our food, and he goes, Did they call any numbers? And I looked at him and I laughed right in his face. I just was like, I don't know. You think I'm listening for your fucking number? I'm about to lose my mind over this salad. You think I'm listening for your fucking number, dude? All I'm listening for is 83. Anything other than that is static. And I'm watching them not finish my salad, so I know I haven't heard my number. And it reminded me of when we were at the fucking liquor store that one time when that guy kept asking me questions. Don't ask me if your order's ready. Ask the guy who works there if your order's ready. Don't ask me if I know where the wine is. Ask someone who fucking works there.
Dude, just today too, coincidentally, I went to Dunkin' Donuts and got a cold brew coffee.
Yeah.
I like cold brew coffee a lot. Anyway, I was in the drive-thru. I placed an order on my phone. I know. I don't drink that much coffee. Anyway, I'm not trying to defend myself here. I like Dunkin' Donuts and I like cold brew coffee.
No one attacked you now.
I know, no one attacked me. I know.
It's Dunkin', not Dunkin' Donuts.
Sorry, my bad. But they're like, what do you want to have? And I said, I'm picking up a mobile order for Nick. And she's like, okay, 1 medium caramel coffee. Like, my name is Nick. I have a mobile order. I placed it in. I was just nothing related to what I ordered.
Yeah.
And she said, okay, I don't understand what you're saying. Like, got like snippy at me. I have such a good temper. Like, I was like, can you fucking hear me? Nick, mobile order, please. And she's like, hold on 1 second. I gotta get somebody else on the headset. And then this guy came on who barely spoke English. And I was like, mobile order for Nick, please.
Dunkin' over by.
Yeah. And he was like, okay, Matt, one second. So I just said, fuck it. I went to the window and I just took Matt's order.
You drank the caramel shit?
Yeah, it wasn't
Holy
mine.
crap.
I just said, fuck it. I can't deal with this shit.
You know who's got to work there? That fucking gas station clerk.
I know. And it made me think of that exactly when we went to look at that truck.
Yeah.
And you were like, I have $14. And the guy's like,
$140.
$140.
Holy shit.
No. $14.
$41.
I had that same experience there, by the way.
I've never gone to that.
I don't
gas
understand
station.
how Walter uses card and trusts them.
I know it's like
The
giving
mobile
them
order was
money.
prepaid, though, right? I mean, that
was prepaid. I actually got more for my money because he
God,
got
could
the
you imagine
caramelized
it-
coffee and like a donut.
Could you imagine?
I kind of came out positive.
So Matt got a cold brew, coffee flavored coffee?
Yeah, just black.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if gas stations started doing prepaid gas? Like you could put an order online.
Mobile order.
Yeah, mobile order of $40 worth of regular fuel, and you just pull up to a pump.
I'll take 10 gallons regular, and then I'll take a medium 16-ounce premium with a straw to go.
The app does let you do that, though. The Wawa
Really?
app lets you, yeah,
I didn't
you
know that.
activate the pump with the app.
You can do it in advance.
So when you pull up, you
Wow.
just said, he goes, how much? And then you can put a dollar figure into it. Then.
So
That's
what you're saying
insane.
is that
I
it's
did
just
not
an
know that.
extra step for what you would already do. You'd pull up and he'd say, "Can I fucking help you? $14, please."
Now it's less human
hope they
interaction,
say
which
that.
is always a bonus. But it's fine. Like, I pull
but if
up,
you get, like,
the pump's activated. He just asks me how much.
You get the one old dude that works at the gas station. He goes, "You go, oh, I placed an order on the app," and he goes, "I have no idea what."
Is that ChatGPT coming to take my job?
I hate that it's a fucking crime to pump your gas in this state. I
Yeah, it's
actually
stupid,
fucking
isn't it?
hate that.
It's always
I know.
been stupid. It should be an option.
Oh,
If
yeah.
you want to have full service and self-serve, that's fine.
Well,
Right.
it's just because
I deal with that as an issue every time I get gas.
When
Oh,
did
yeah.
they put
Every
that law
single
into
time
effect?
I
Does
pull
anyone
up-
know? Do you know?
I don't.
What's that?
You've lived in this shithole your whole life.
Always been full service. Always
Right.
in New Jersey. It's the law.
Even when you were a kid.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's a fucking law.
Somebody told me that it was the reason why they made that a law was because people kept accidentally filling their cars with diesel.
Fake news. I mean, I'm sure somebody did, but it's just stupidity. And so, no, it's always been along New Jersey. And there's one other state.
Oregon.
I was gonna say, I think it's Oregon. Yeah.
Yeah,
You're the only person that's like
Yeah.
fucked with like
Oh.
trying to explain to someone. Oh yeah, the gas
shit.
tank's behind the license plate.
Every
But
single
But
time.
the thing is now that we have it, and the women that we know all grow up with full service,
Right.
They will never fucking tank up their car because they're not going to touch that fucking pump.
You're right.
Oh yeah.
So that would be a burden upon us to take all the female cars to the gas station
Well, no,
all the
the-
time.
the-
And that's and now that we're in this rabbit hole, we must stay there.
Well, no, what you just said is not a sexist belief, but
No.
a matter of fact.
My
that-
bride will
there-
tell you she will not do that.
It's not a generalization based on
No.
one experience. This is a fact that there's like a movement to make it like to decriminalize pumping gas in this state, and in polls of the public, there's a single demographic that is like above 70% in favor of keeping it the way it is, and it's women.
100%.
Like
no doubt.
everyone else is kind of just like
wanna do it.
every other demographic across the board is kind of just like whatever. Like I guess that'd be nice.
It's because they grew up with that. They grew up.
Women, no, never. Women across the board, nearly unanimously, at higher rates of agreement for that one specific thing than like anything else in the world. They do not want to pump their gas.
Well, like when you were going over to one of the malls near us, and there was like the gas station there. That's like a bunch of Indians run it.
Yeah, dude. Oh
And
my god.
and you said to the guy like, "Oh, it's behind my license
They
plate."
always go, "Sir, you're on the wrong side." Like, I'm not on the wrong side. Okay, I don't understand. You take the license plate, you fold it down. That's all. And they'll stand at the license plate. They'll go
good
do
Lord.
one of these, like hold the chin, look at it, call over their buddy. Oh, this thing works, man. Understand this? And I like lean my head out the window. You pull it down. It's not hard.
and they just keep staring at
And
it.
they just keep staring at it.
Oh my god.
I don't even want to just pump my gas. I want to fucking beat the shit out of everyone who works at these places. The only time anyone gets it, if it's like a guy in their 50s or older.
Yeah.
Like,
that
the
was
only
the case.
people.
Yeah, that's rare. That's a rare find.
No, yeah.
And even then, like, I don't blame them because it's definitely not common now. I got to say, behind the gas tank. I understand that. That's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
I think I've ever had one person just do it. Ever. I've had the car for 2 years.
Yeah.
One time I got gas and someone just knew what to do.
Once you scan both sides, there's only one more choice. That's to pull the plate down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right into my mouth, sir.
Will you be taking this rectally or orally?
Yeah, the only exception in Jersey to pumping your own gas is when I rode motorcycle. You're sitting on the seat. You're not going to have the guy fill
Oh,
the
yeah.
tank while you're sitting there, right?
Right.
So I would always put my hand out. No, you give me the pump. First of all,
Yeah.
there's always a little bit of gas left in the fucking thing.
Right.
So if you tip it over to your tank, then it's dribbling like drops.
That's what you do it on the
So you
ground
just
first.
shake it out first, and then you insert it. But they 100% of the people will hand you that pump.
Yeah.
Be a good service
That-
is if you like have a gas station attached to a strip club and you have motorcycle hand job and fueling for you. All you gotta do is sit there and unzip your shorts. Full service. If you have a tiny little windshield,
Dude,
they'll even
literal-
clean that
I'm
for
trying
you.
to think of like
service.
the tagline for that. I mean, there's something to be said about like filling up and unloading. There's something there with that.
I think rather than make it too nuanced, it's just we'll give you a hand job.
we will give you a hand job.
But make it quick. There's people waiting.
It's also in public. It's kind of illegal, so please get the fuck out. I hope you come fast.
You know, the at least at Wawa, like they don't have
Give
like
me a warning, please.
at least at Wawa, like there's no special safety function preventing you from pumping your own gas.
No, you can do it.
Yeah, I do it sometimes because I can't be fucked to wait for these losers.
The only time that I've ever touched a pump in Jersey was when I went down to Luke Oil, and Luke Oil used to be run by it was like
It used to be
it
Mike.
used to be,
Let's just call him Mike.
yeah, Mike. So yeah, and now it's all run by like Indian people, and like the dude's pumping my gas, and he walks away, and he's just on his phone,
He's on the phone all the time.
and it clicks, and I'm like, hey, I'm done. And he looks at me, and he looks back down at his phone, and I'm like, the pump's done. And he looks back up at me, and he looks back down at his phone. And I was sitting there for probably about 5 minutes before I got out of my fucking car, out of my truck, and then I took the pump out, and I held it, and he turned around, and then like went to go say something, and then I just dropped it on the fucking ground, and then I got back in my
Damn.
car, and then I left.
I think we found out why your
Classic.
truck got keyed.
Classic
solved the
Kevin
mystery.
moment there.
Yeah.
No,
Spiking the pump in the wall.
Yeah.
I'm gonna motherfuck this place because it doesn't exist. It got changed, and I'm gonna motherfuck the new one because they suck. Pioneer gas station on Route 45. That place fucking blew fucking dick.
Gas station? I mean, the car wash one?
Yeah. They blew so much fucking dick. On
horrible.
like 5 separate occasions, I went there to get gas because it was cheaper, and I pulled up, waited and waited and waited, and the guy just fucking sat there and did nothing, and I just left and went to Wawa. And then it changed to a Gulf, and they've scammed numerous people out of hundreds of dollars of money.
You know how they do that. It happened to me one day. I didn't get scammed, but I was at that shitty Citgo station by the high school. The one on the corner there.
Yeah.
And I had to get gas. I was just going to put like $10 in it. So I pull up and I have my card, and takes my card, right? And he takes a little flip phone out.
Oh,
And I
man.
see him, looks like take a picture of it, right? Now I'm watching him like a hawk. I'm just staring at him through my rear view. And when he pulls the card out, he flips it upside down and looks at the back. Now there's only 3 numbers. He has to
Right.
fucking remember now. So he hands the card back to me. I said, "Did you take a picture of my card before you put in the pump?" And suddenly there was a complete language barrier between us.
Oh yeah, of
He's
course.
yelling in a language I don't understand. I'm yelling back at him. And I said, "I'm going to pull 20 feet forward and call the prosecutor's office on the phone and tell them that you're taking photographs of people's credit cards before you're pumping gas." People get scammed by gas stations more than any place, and that's how they do it.
Totally believe it.
And it's just a tiny little phone they have. So yeah, don't put your card in one of them places.
No,
man.
when I was working
Wicked.
at the cigar shop in Pennsylvania, the guy that brought like the receipt paper, he worked for that company that deals with like credit card machines and everything like that. And he said, "Oh yeah, he said last year people reported over $2 million worth stolen from them just from South Jersey alone through gas stations."
Oh,
He
shit.
said, and then he said, "You live in Jersey, right?" And I said, "Yeah." And he goes, "Don't go to a fucking gas station unless it's fucking Wawa."
It's unfortunate. I mean, down the corner you could go and give your card any time. When it was Mike was
Not
down the
that-
joint.
oh, not
But
there now.
No.
That's when I
It's
when I
unfortunate.
went there, they scammed my credit card.
Bro,
That was Dude,
You got a new credit card fraud like every month.
yeah, I know. And it's because I was
You're
like,
posting pictures of it on Instagram, Snapchat, and send it to everyone you know.
and I got gas from there.
Hey guys, I want you to tank my credit score.
I got gas. I got gas from the fucking Luke Oil, and then like the next morning, I get a text from or a call from TD Bank, and they say, "Oh, call us back." I call them back, and they're like, "Hey, did you go to did you buy something at a cigar shop?" And I said, "Yeah, like 5 minutes ago." And they're like, "Okay. Was it in Pennsylvania?" I said, "Yes." "Okay. Did you buy an apple for $1 in Mexico?" And I was like,
$1.
well,
$1.
unless I fucking got here or from Pennsylvania to Mexico in 5 fucking minutes, what do you think the answer is? And then the lady went, yeah, I figured it wasn't you. I just have to ask the question.
Poor lady. She found the most angry person. She's just trying to help you.
And then the person's...
You fucking bitch! I didn't buy that apple in Mexico! How dare you say I did!
And then they spent over $800 on OnlyFans, and
I remember you saying
Capital One made me pay like $360. They said that, oh yeah, well, the other stuff was definitely the scammers, but we didn't know if the other stuff was you, so you're still gonna have to pay it.
What the fuck?
No, you got
Yeah.
that pulled back though, didn't you?
No,
That's
What?
fucked.
That's awful.
no, and that's why
fucked.
Capital One is the worst credit card company on fucking earth.
Kevin, what's in your wallet?
I have a TD Bank credit card now. I finally got enough credit score to where TD Bank allowed me to get one.
Happy for you.
Yeah, now I have a $15,000 limit.
You were like in their red zone, high risk.
Yeah.
They have a dedicated agent watching your transactions.
buying sneakers in Miami for $300.
So who wanted to talk about the new Apple goggles? Because as you'd
He
imagine,
has some feelings on it, and I thought Wayne would have some strong feelings against it.
Well, I have just like a simple kind of like a
Do you know how much they cost, first off?
3,500.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
starting
insane.
price.
that's hourly.
yeah. Well, here's the like
People will, but
not that long ago, the Google Glass came out.
Google Glass,
Which
Microsoft
looks
HoloLens.
5,000 times. Well, Google Glass was like the most notable.
They look
No,
like
yeah.
glasses.
They look 5,000 times more normal than these, and people still laughed them off the face of the
Yeah.
earth. Those are so retarded. No one will wear those. And guess what? No one does.
You know what the funniest part is?
That's
So
the thing.
Google
What?
officially axed the project.
Yeah.
But they're still updating it.
Yeah.
Like it came out like 10 years ago.
did it really?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It's only now getting like software support axed.
So what's the boost with the Apple? I mean, why they're not going to X the project? They're going to go full force, but Apple freaks will fucking buy them
If they can find
and
a
they
way,
will walk around the planet wearing them.
if they can find a way to link it with like Xbox and PlayStation and like online video games, then it will be good, because if people will go, oh well, I have a shit ton of money, and be like, I want to have the luxury of wearing, a VR headset, but I also don't want to knock shit off my fucking shelves and beat my wife by accident
No.
while I'm killing
But
zombies in a video game.
It's not VR though. It's AR. Like by nature of it being like a piece of glass, it's augmented reality only.
What do you mean? Like it's
Like
you
because
It's
you
actually not glass.
it-
you
it's
don't
like-
see through it.
Are you fucking kidding me?
You can see through it.
No.
You can turn on a shutter mode.
So
Is that what it is?
It has cameras. When you see someone's face through it, that's a generated
fucking
image
Christ.
Are you
with
kidding me?
cameras inside of it.
So the image you see like on their website where it's like somebody sitting at their desk.
That is not their face.
You can see their open tabs and shit like that, and their
Right.
open apps.
No,
like
not-
they look like
that's
on huge screens.
No, but the person
But
wearing it can see through it.
No, not physically.
the image is actually a camera looking
Oh, that's
into
disgusting.
your.
It's a
into your space
screen
here.
facing outwards.
Holy
Okay.
shit!
It's insane.
I thought I
People
could
are gonna
on
buy them,
Apple
though, dude. I'm
Apple's
telling you.
website. There's a picture of like a guy sitting at a
That's
table.
generated.
No, sitting at a table, and it's like he can see stuff up on the glasses, but you can still see through the glasses.
Yeah, it's all
what
camera.
he's saying is that like everything about it is that when you see the guy's eyes, that's a projection, and what he sees is a projection onto the thing. Like
Yeah.
a camera is looking and feeding it into
Back
his
to you.
face. Yeah.
So
They
it looks
just got
like you're
it
sitting in this
so
space.
so responsive that apparently it's hard to tell. There's
amazing.
like 20 cameras on the. It's
shit.
insane.
What are you kidding me?
I'm not joking.
It takes 20 cameras for him to get it perfect, dude. Because my
Well,
fucking
to-
iPhone, I fucking hate that
Hey,
goddamn.
how many cameras your car got?
Huh? It's got 4. But the my fucking phone it has that fucking fat ass wide angle lens like every fucking phone
Yeah.
does. It can't take a good fucking picture. It takes 19 fucking cameras to get it right.
Well,
I mean, for the tracking, you have to track because you have hand tracking too.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah,
I'm
it is
not
hand
going to
tracking.
deny or downplay the fact that it's actually like an engineering marvel. How
I don't know why I
good
thought it was
apparently it is.
transparent.
No, it's insane
Because
that's
it-
the way
it looks like that. That's what I
is
thought,
it
too.
looks so real, at least in the demos,
Yeah.
that you'd think it's pass through.
I saw
it's
some
true.
picture where I can't remember
I
if I
thought
sent
it
it
was.
into
Yeah,
I can't remember if I sent it into the chat, but it was like some dude sitting at a date, and it's like him wearing the goggles.
Oh, I saw that
So
meme.
it's the chick in front of him, but her head is just like drone footage. Yeah. So it's like me in the future on a date.
Jesus. Yeah, how to get fucking dumped instantly. How to get fucking left on red immediately. Hey, I have the Apple Vision Pro, whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah. But the thing is, that they're going to put them out there, and there's going to be freaks with money who are going to buy them. You'll see them walking the planet.
Oh, yeah.
And you're
Yeah.
going to scoff at them. But then, if they get enough popularity, Apple will lower the price. Say every product they launch is ridiculously.
Yeah.
And eventually, it comes down. It becomes the norm, and then there's people walking the street wearing fucking goggles,
Something I think's hilarious.
moving their hands around, swiping apps and
Yeah.
shit like that.
Did you guys see what the battery life for it is? So like they're
Probably not.
advertising
2 hours. I think.
2 hours.
2 hours.
What the fuck?
They're telling you walk around
and
with it.
And it's tethered, right? It's
Yeah,
a tethered battery.
physically wired
Right.
into a
There's
battery.
no
you put in
battery
your back
inside of
pocket.
it. Yeah.
That's fucked.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
it's
pretty rough.
insane.
So if you have like 6 batteries along your
Yeah,
waist,
like-
like,
well,
you
first off,
plug
you
it
look like
back.
suicide bomber casting.
Yeah. I mean, they're all going to be like those fucking ion batteries.
Yeah.
But yeah,
It's
it's
nuts.
crazy.
It's crazy.
Just
But
a
yeah,
walking
I'm not
Tesla.
for it. Kind of. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a wholeheartedly. But it'll get popular eventually. Maybe
It might. It just
VR
might.
is taking forever to get off, and AR
yeah.
hasn't even like been a thought in a lot of
Yeah.
people's minds for a long time. So we'll see.
So I don't know. I think this
AR's artificial reality.
Augmented reality.
Okay.
That's seeing life and having things that only you in front
Yeah.
of you too.
I don't know.
The VR is just okay. You know, it's
Right.
okay. I've had the goggles on the Oculus.
Right.
And it's like, okay, kind of, like, it's kind of cool, but
It's
just-
nowhere near realistic.
no-
I've had on the Walmart $5 cell phone.
The one you
VR
put your
headset.
cell phone in.
Yeah, the one you put your cell phone and needs he's looking around the house like this as he's watching porn.
Jesus Christ. That
And
totally
he's
checks
like,
out,
he's
man.
like, damn, this is a nice house.
That's what I was gonna say though. The people the people who are gonna buy this Apple Vision Pro thing are gonna sit down on the couch
They're
in
gonna
front
mount
of
the
the TV.
chair like this. Just,
And have the fucking anime girl come out of the TV and suck him off.
the
in augmented
auto
reality.
Holy
flow
shit.
with the headset on.
Jesus Christ.
Holy
My Little Pony jumps out of the screen. It's a fucking freak show.
Yeah, I don't know. I think
Christ.
there's like so much shit that's coming out and it's happening, but like we're just like not there yet. Like we're not there yet with the batteries. We're not there yet with like the processing for like the VR shit. Like maybe just wait. Like just let it chill for a little. Like they could have
They're
left
not
this one in
gonna
the
let it
oven
wait,
for another decade.
It's a steady more. They're not going to no stopping it, dude.
Don't say that to me.
There's no stopping it.
don't
Just
say that to
steady.
me.
I'm sorry, but I don't see any end to it.
Don't
I mean,
say that to
honestly.
me with your wisdom. I don't need to hear that. Don't.
Yeah, I'm sorry, dude.
I hate that
can't
you're
see
right.
the end of it. I just can't. The whole AI.
Yeah.
Can't wait till
Dude, I had a fucking the chat GTP write a cover letter for me, man. Fucking
Yeah,
Did you really?
He had a
Shit.
I said write me
How
a
did it
cover.
turn out?
Fucking great.
See?
I said write me a cover letter for an office manager job, but I have no experience in that field. And
So you'll
it
no
wrote me
longer-
it wrote me a thing for it.
So you'll no longer have to have a brain in order to qualify for like good positions because nobody will know. Everybody will question who wrote it.
Yeah.
You know, it's
I did.
just insane.
Yeah, but it's the thing that like no one
me,
thinks
myself, and my
about.
computer.
Yeah.
How long till the brain police exists? How
Dude.
long?
Did you close to the brain police? Yeah, so choking on my thoughts. Yeah, close to the brain police. Did you see the racist guy Amazon smart home?
Oh my
incident?
gosh, that's insane.
What is it?
A gentleman who
Gentleman.
is an Amazon customer who
He was Alexa, like Amazon Alexa,
yeah,
or
the-
Echo.
He,
is what
he
it's
has the
called.
smart home. He's an Amazon enjoyer. He orders something from Amazon Prime. Allegedly makes a racist remark to the delivery driver. Amazon reports it to, the driver reports it to Amazon, and Amazon turns the guy's fucking house off.
Well, he turns they deactivate the guy's account. None of his smart home works. He can't turn lights on. He can't use his air conditioning or
Holy
heater.
shit.
Can't use any
How is
of
that
it.
not illegal?
And so he has security cameras too from Amazon. He can pull up the footage of when the guy delivered the package.
Yeah.
Nobody was at his house. They proved that it didn't happen.
So the
He
delivery.
submitted it to Amazon and they declined him.
Holy
Yeah.
shit, man!
I didn't know that recent development. I
Yeah,
didn't know
that
about
happened.
that.
They
My-
had proof he was not even home. No one in his house
Jesus.
was home. And they just turned
What? So the
his
guy had
lights off,
He had
basically.
a fucking Tarantino movie playing in his house while he was gone, and the fucking guy got his house turned off because of it.
Maybe.
Like, that's fucked up. Like,
yeah,
So, like,
that's fucked up.
when was this?
This was like a month ago.
yeah, this is very
so what?
recent.
Like, what the fuck happened? Like, is the guy still living in the darkness?
I don't know what happened now. I'm sure his account's activated.
Yeah.
But like
That's
he
insane.
provided concrete proof to Amazon.
Even if he did, they shouldn't be able to do that.
It's insane. Yeah,
They
they
should be able to do
suspended
that.
his account and by
Oh, no
you know.
investigation or anything. Just shut us.
right.
Yeah.
Like he paid for it, like he owns
The
everything.
guy
there.
that accused him should be fucking
Fired, yeah.
Yeah.
But the
Yeah,
or
there's
disciplined
your
at least.
investigation right there.
Well, that's what like. There's no like law about due process or a fair trial for a corporation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they can just do whatever they want. It's their products. I'm sure it's somewhere in their terms of use that no one
Was the
fucking
guy
reads.
living in Fordville or whatever?
Fordlandia.
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 His name, Bezos Landia.
There's been like a long
New Jersey.
Yeah.
There's like I guess a joke or a saying that apparently goes back to like the 80s and stuff with IT people is that they don't have anything automated. They just have a single printer in their basement and a loaded shotgun next to it in case it makes a weird noise. That's going to be me.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to say. It's hard to turn your back on the shit now that we have.
Right.
But that's the biggest
Yeah.
problem we have
Yeah.
right now. I mean, I've tried to break up with my phone on several occasions, but it just keeps
almost impossible.
calling me back now. So
Yeah.
it's all my emails, work emails are on there. You feel like disconnect if you leave the house without
Right.
it.
It's pretty much unavoidable now.
yeah.
Like even if it's a simple thing like you leave your house, you don't know where you're going, GPS right here.
Yeah.
There's no way around it. So
I just used Chat GTP to. I said.
Write a description for the podcast.
Yeah, I
write
said,
an
I
Uncut
said-
Takes podcast episode.
I said
script.
write an outro message for the Uncut Takes podcast that thanks the listeners for listening.
Okay.
It wrote a fucking essay. I'm not reading all this shit.
Did it really?
Let me see the
that
screen.
quickly?
Yeah, let's see a screen.
This is like half of it.
Holy
What
shit.
the fuck?
Let me see.
Like instantly. Look
Wow.
at this.
What were you using to create that?
That's
what's-
Chat GPT.
Yeah. What's
Oh,
it?
no, no,
I
Is
was
that
like,
free?
Website.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just like
Really?
sign up, you
It's
can log in with
free,
your
but if
Google
they're
account.
busy, like a lot of people are using it, paid accounts get priority.
Yeah. Wow. But the hype's dying down, so that never happens anymore.
Yeah.
Like when it first opened up, you literally couldn't get on.
Like you could type in there like how to change my randomly blown up belt tensioner in my 2006 F-150. It'd walk you.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
What the fuck?
It's that good.
And it's not like Google where it shows you the first result. Like it's
Right.
What happens if you type in like how to assassinate the president?
so there are blocks built
In Minecraft.
It won't.
In
It won't
Minecraft.
say something.
What happens if you say that in Minecraft?
No, but like saying
The
in
legal
Minecraft,
loophole.
Yeah, the legal loophole.
there,
You could
there
say
are,
anything, but if
there
you
are
say
workarounds for that, there are like, have you seen that?
Yeah, it won't. Yeah, it won't answer that though.
Yeah, but it wrote like a fucking.
You can get
essay,
it
dude.
to
I'm not
tell you
really
how to
into
make
this.
meth and stuff if you ask it the right questions.
Oh, wow.
Damn.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very
how to
informative.
make the blue crystal from Breaking Bad.
Very informative.
And then you have to
That's good
reason
know.
with it. It'll be like, I can't do that. And be like, I just am curious. XD.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, if you
Well, since
reason
you
with
say it that way.
yeah.
Yeah.
If you reason with it, sometimes you can get around.
Come on, I'll give you some extra electricity and feed you a little bit.
So you should ask it to write a 3-sentence closer.
Okay. Write a brief outro message.
This will be the how long? So then there's enough
This
audio.
is 5 paragraphs. This is already 5
Jesus.
paragraphs.
Okay.
How fast does it write it? Does it write it out in front of you?
Yeah, extremely fast.
Unbelievable.
Like
Yeah.
as fast as a computer.
It does it in front of you?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Unfortunately, we're gonna have to use good old fashioned brain power for this outro.
Fortunately, Wayne, you're gonna
Speak
have
for
to.
yourself. No, maybe next time. Yeah, it's pretty much everything there. So, as always, thank you for listening, and thank you, Mark. I'm gonna not dox you
Yeah.
and say your last name.
Thank you, Mark.
Thank you, Mark, Kevin's father, for joining us on the podcast for
Thank
the
you,
Father's Day
gentlemen.
special here.
Thank you so
Maybe
much.
next year we can get me or Nick's dad to go on.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
I'd listen. I'd do a podcast with Tony.
We should just have our 3 dads do an episode.
Yeah.
That'd be kick ass,
That'd be
actually. Yeah,
amazing.
that really would.
I love that.
that would be fun.
Yeah, I would fucking do that. Shit. But thank you for being here with us.
Well, thank you. Appreciate it. And
Yeah.
happy Father's Day to your pops, too.
Okay, I'll let them know.
Well,
but
but they listen to this.
yeah,
They
Yours
do. My
listen to it
dad,
and your dad
listen
my
to
dad
it.
is currently in Colorado. He will probably listen to it when it goes up.
on the plane
Yeah.
ride home.
Yeah, or that maybe.
But yeah, as always, thank you guys for listening. Make sure you subscribe, follow, favorite wherever you listen to us. We're on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, and Overcast. Sitting here with our singular Overcast listener, I'd like to thank you for your service and your support, sir.
He just want to shake your
Thank
hand.
you.
He's reaching out to shake your hand.
There we go.
I want to
Thank
shake
you,
your
sir.
hand.
Thank you.
It's been a pleasure.
Shame I
Also-
can't rate the podcast on there.
Yeah, make sure you rate the podcast. Make sure you
No,
follow
no, wait.
us on
I'm
Twitter,
holding
Instagram.
you up. I'm holding you up.
Bro.
I have a button that is applause. So that's for him for listening.
Wow, that is so fucking loud. That's the first. You're gonna have to fix that in post.
Yeah, I
brother.
will.
That's gonna be a rough
That's
one.
the first time I've used one of those pads
No,
in an
you
episode.
keep that
Yeah, I haven't
as
heard that
loud as it was.
before.
Yeah, I've never done it.
Oh, but could you write some super shitty jingles for stuff?
That'd be kind of funny. I should do that.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Uncut Takes. Interact with us, and thanks for listening and stay uncut.